everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sean.
And we watched a movie.
Yes, we did.
It was a crazy Nicolas Cage movie called
Color Out of Space.
I just felt like that was such a nonsensical title. You just choose like 4 random words. But then like when you watch the movie, you realize it's like a 4-year-old came up with the title. Like it does make sense having seen the movie, but it's also just Color Out of Space.
Also, it's a spoiler.
It's like Snake on a Plane. Like
Snakes on a Plane.
Yes.
Don't compare those two, though.
No,
Snakes on a
I'm
Plane
just saying that title-wise, it is just a very plain description of the movie.
Okay. Agreed. Oh, boy. So there's that.
There's that. Why do I even bring you?
I don't know.
Dress him up, but...
I'm the Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, you are. I mean, a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with Nicolas Cage. I do not. I uniformly dislike him in everything.
I like some of the movies he was in the 90s, but not because of him.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. You're kind of...
He wasn't what he is now. He's a parody of himself.
That's the thing. He was never this bad before.
No.
Suddenly he's just ramping up the crazy.
I think he's figured out that he has his niche, and it's called being Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
And that's it.
And it works pretty well in these campy horror movies. It is a marriage of certain flavors there. So he has made a career renaissance in that direction, which is weird, but he has tax trouble, so...
He needs that money.
What else is he going to do?
Someone's going to take that New Orleans grave eventually. They're going to figure out a way to do that.
So, my gosh, how do we begin to describe this movie?
It's Color Out of Space.
Yes. So that literally happens one night. So Nicolas Cage and his little family, we meet his teenage daughter first. She is like casting witch spells on the beach, dressed like she's Robin Wright in The Princess Bride.
Oh, good one.
Right down to the literal riding a horse barefoot. So you don't even know what time period this movie is.
No, it could have been like 16th century.
Yes. It feels that way until the... Hydrologist, thank you. I was reaching for that word. I felt like, is this even a thing? This guy is there to study water tables.
The interesting thing is, he is an expert on everything science related, except hydrology.
Yes, we never see him do that at all. He probably is the best educated person, though.
Oh, clearly.
For miles. And he is not from there. He has just been dropped here to study the water tables. And it's just a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, very much wrong.
Even though this teenage daughter is like roaming around like she's from Willow, she goes home and she's like, I miss the city, I miss fast food, why am I having to eat your wonderful home-cooked meal? Like,
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Because she's clearly more at home here riding her horse barefoot.
Nobody is enjoying it as much as she is, and yet she complains about it nonstop. So that's a hard nut to bust. Just move past, because if you are going to get stuck on that stuff, you're going to have nothing left. There is so much more coming. But the rest is harder to explain. So she also has like a younger but also teenage brother, and then I think a much younger
really
brother.
Young, yeah.
Like
9 or 10?
Yeah. And so she's living out there with this nice little family of 5. They have recently moved to this place, which I believe has been in Nicolas Cage's family.
Seems
for some
like it.
time.
Yeah, it's a farm-ish.
Yes. Ish. He's decided to farm alpacas. Alpacas.
That's right. Just a whole herd of them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Insert whatever it's called. Correct name.
Right. Thank you, Sean. You're right on this. But I mean, he seems to have no preference for them or knowledge of them. He's just like a city guy who I think just read or listened to one podcast on his way to the farm and just decided to buy into them. So
milk them.
And milk them. Yeah. So that
milk them from the boob. He's not a farmer.
No, he's not. What are they doing up there, really?
What are they doing out there?
Because the wife is in the attic yelling about the Wi-Fi.
It's terrible internet because she's trying to an investment advisor. Yeah. And all her clients are mad because she keeps disconnecting.
And she just yells about how she's hemorrhaging clients all of the time.
She does.
Again, she's going to hemorrhage something much worse later.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to wish she was back on that bad internet connection. But anyways, they are in this remote location with nothing but a hydrologist for miles around. No, they have a squatter on their land.
They have a squatter. Tommy Chong the squatter.
Why would a farm have a squatter? Why does anyone have a squatter? Why? Like when this guy randomly, anyone else in the land? Well, yeah, there is that squatter. Like who knows they have a squatter and they're okay with the squatter? They forget about the squatter sometimes. But yeah,
he's practically part of the family.
Practically really. Is.
And he's much nicer to them than the mayor is.
Okay. So then one night, stuff goes down. I mean, why does it always happen at night? But it does. And in their case,
color out of space.
Yeah, that's right. So like a
meteorite?
Sure.
Shooting star?
Maybe.
Kind of rock?
Yep. Some kind of rock touches down in their yard.
With a bang.
With a bang and with some color. It's a colorful piece of rock, space rock, color from space, color out of space, lands in their yard. Weird. It's a weird occurrence. Even they think that at the time, and they're already a weird family.
Yeah,
they call the mayor, which is what, she's there
Protocol.
for. Yeah.
Yep.
The mayor finds it kind of a disappointing story.
Yeah, she does. She's not impressed. She's not impressed with that.
She's not impressed with anything. So really things are left to the hydrologist.
Yes, they are.
And the thing is, okay, so this colorful rock starts to have some weird effects on the family.
Oh, so weird.
And the squatter, the surrounding people and things and animals and whatever.
Everything.
I did think, like the hydrologist, of course, thinks there's something in the water.
He would.
And exactly. That is the only thing he's looking at. And it's not that he's wrong just so much as that is not the whole story.
No, it's just one small piece of what's happening.
I can't begin to say what the whole story is, even having seen the movie.
That's not really clear, which is fine.
It is not really clear. But different family members are having different experiences with it. The little boy is sitting out by the well because the well is speaking to him.
It's his only friend.
Right. But what, the house, the key house? Remember that?
Yeah,
it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what anything is called. It reminded me of that. I was like, okay, I feel like we've seen this somewhere recently.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of
little
this stuff.
boys and wells that talk to them. Sure, it's a common enough occurrence, I suppose.
It happens, yes, it happens. Not to me, to one of my friends.
Okay. So it's affecting family members in different ways.
Yeah, but it's affecting them a lot.
It is, and it's getting from like just bizarre to like really urgently bad.
Yeah. It goes bad quite quickly.
It does, but they take it well at first.
Well, they don't really want to leave for whatever reason.
No, they don't. And also then they're unable to leave. But also, really obvious things don't seem to occur to them. And I mean, people get really sick and really hurt because they go into these trances where they don't know what they're doing. Because the color just overcomes them.
Yeah.
Or the water, or we don't know.
Don't know.
Like Tommy Chong thinks it's something in his floors.
The people down there, that's right.
Yes. Although his water, to be fair, was undrinkable even before anything came from outer space.
So he was kind of immune from that issue.
Yes. He's living off grid and drinking and smoking some suspicious stuff, maybe we'll say. Yeah. So of course it's not just humans on the farm. We know there's alpacas, we know there's a horse, there's a dog.
Oh, poor dog.
I mean, poor everyone. Lots of people get swept up into this, and they're never the same.
No, they're not. This is life-changing.
Yes. But, I mean, the thing is, to whom should we recommend this movie? Because definitely...
I mean, you had a really good breakdown of it when you wrote your review.
Yes. Well, if you want to visit us at asshole.watchingmovies.com, please do. I did write, I think, something that was skirting around reviewing it. But the thing is, for what it is, I think that this is a good movie.
Yeah, if you like Nicolas Cage in a B movie...
Yes.
This is for you.
With, like, not a lot of explanations and, like, not things making sense, but if you are just on board for, like, weird, then
yeah. This is it.
I mean, what is
this could be
going
the
to
movie
fit
of
the
the
bill
decade for you.
anymore? Yeah. It's on Netflix. That's where we found it. It came out last year, but it's new on Netflix right now. So it's there for you to discover. And I mean, I think you should, if you are even halfway interested, and it's totally okay not to be. It is very bizarre. It's not for everyone, and it knows it. Like, it is being very unabashed.
It is, that's true. That is something that you have to give it credit for. It's not trying to be more than it is.
No, it's not going to be crowd pleasing. It's not trying to appeal to the masses. It's like, we're weird and we know it. Nicolas Cage, I almost called him Nicolas Cruz. For some reason. Nicolas Cage has an accent that comes and goes.
It's very funny.
It seems to get stronger the more panicky he is, or I don't know. I don't know how the color affects him. If he goes definitely weird. There's a scene where he is really mad at produce.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know where he got that rage against vegetables, but it was real.
It was real. I don't think that was even acting.
No, that's the thing. It felt like a really raw moment for him.
Yeah.
Other times, though, like when he has to lock that wife up in the attic, he's really blasé about that. Like,
he gets stuff done.
You know what? She's just going through a change, and
we're gonna deal with it. We're a family. We're gonna stick together.
This is your mother. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre, and like exactly, he underacts when anyone else would really be losing their mind. He loses his mind at stuff that makes no sense. Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's really
yeah. I believe this was at Fantasia Film Festival last year, and it's Fantasia is a genre festival of horror, fantasy, just weird stuff. This is a perfect
that
one
crowd would have loved it. I'm
absolutely
certain. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you like this kind of thing, it's probably an A+ movie for you.
Yeah,
because it hits all of those things.
It does.
And we were just criticizing what's it called?
A Fatal Affair.
That's right, Fatal Affair, for being too by the book. This movie has never even read a book. Okay, never read a book. It's making it up as it goes along. It is not concerned with wrapping things up by the end. It's just letting its freak flag fly, and the flag is knit out of alpaca hair. It's just how it is.
Yep.
And so it's kind of glorious.
In its way.
In its way, that's right. It's the weird kid, but it is the weird kid that we all know is going to grow up to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So, should you watch it? I have no idea. This really is a very personal choice.
Yeah.
You probably know by now. You probably knew.
You should know already.
Seconds in. I'm a yes or no, and I think that's totally okay. Clearly the director thinks that's okay.
Yeah.
He's not trying to appeal to you or to me.
No, just to Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, and he just lets him go.
Yep.
He really does just be like, this is gonna be...
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be there, yeah. So good luck. If you choose to watch it, please let us know what you thought about it, because it's kind of fun to talk about a crazy movie sometimes. Thank you so much for watching, whether you're gonna check that one out or not. It is called Color Out of Space.
Color Out of Space.
You can watch it on Netflix, and thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.